This is Anthony Richardson, and you're listening to RosterWatch.
This is AJ Brown, and you're listening to RosterWatch.
This is Josh Allen, and you're listening to RosterWatch.
Yes. Welcome back. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to RosterWatch. This is the Underdog Pick'em Show. And I know the game starts in just 15 minutes, but we're here, we're live, and we're ready to thrive. We got some picks for you. You got to go over to UnderdogFantasy.com today. Use that promo code ROSTERS, and you can get a deposit bonus up to 50% when you sign up. You got to go over and you got to do it now before the game begins. Let me pop this thing up here for you. Hit that QR code right there on the right side of the screen. 50% deposit bonus up to $250 upon sign up. Again, we're hammering right now on RosterWatch. We're working on this concoction of picks over the course of the season, and we're crushing. Alex, the trash man, and I have been building, and we're all the way. I mean, I don't want to stroke my ego or anything, but I mean, we literally have 3 weeks over 70% winning on Underdog right now. The final pick that we have this week, I'm just going to mention it because we already mentioned it on the show this weekend, is Josh Allen lower than a half an interception in this game. We're 53 and 33 in the season, 62% on the season. There is nobody better in the space at selecting picks on Underdog. UnderdogFantasy.com today. Use the promo code ROSTERS, and you get a 50% deposit bonus up to $250. Again, we went 10-4 this week. The first pick for the game, though, is Josh Allen lower than a half interception. That's the hammer of the night. In this game, again, the total's 41.5. The Bills are favored by 1.5 points. I think it's going to be a good one. We're going to see the whole new, the revamp or the restart or the midseason adjustment of the Jets. We'll see what this really does help with. I think we like the Jets in this game in totality, so I'll be interested to see how this thing unfolds. I know if you're going over there looking on the historical games for Josh Allen against the New York Jets, last year he threw a pick in each of those 2 games he played against. He had 3 picks in that one back in September of last year at the New York Jets. Again, this game is at the Jets. Josh Allen has not turned the football over all season, though, so I'm going lower than a half an interception. Also, we got Khalil Shakir in this game. He's back. He's active. We'll see how much he's used, but I do love the number that we're getting on Khalil Shakir tonight. Another person that's out in this one is the running back for the Buffalo Bills. This one caught me by surprise. I was just doing a show with Alex, caught him by surprise. James Cook is out in this game, so we're going to be looking at Ty Johnson, Ray Davis, and Frank Gore Jr. will be active for the first time this season. We'll see what that looks like, but I do believe that the majority of this thing is going to be lent into Ray Davis and Ty Johnson. So Khalil Shakir is the first name I'm going to type in after I get done doing my Josh Allen pick. And for Khalil Shakir, the number is 2.5 receptions. We're going higher. We're getting 0.8x on our cash. He's went over this number every game he's played this season, dating back to his last game last year. The last 5 games, he's hit 3 or more receptions. Khalil Shakir is active, and the golden rule in start-sit, when we talk about this, when I'm doing my start-sit show on Sunday on RosterWatch's YouTube channel, go over to RosterWatch, go over to YouTube and type in RosterWatch. We're doing shows every single day of the week. We're doing the Underdog show on Monday and Thursday and Friday. We got the Waiver Wire show on Tuesday, the Circa Millions on Wednesday, the start-sit show on Sunday. Tap in, tune in, click that like button, click subscribe. But the master rule on the start-sit show is simply this: if they play, you play, which means if they're injured and they're active, you play them. If they're not active, obviously you don't. But don't be hesitant. That's the biggest thing. Don't be hesitant. So we're not going to be hesitant with Khalil Shakir tonight. He's playing. He's active. We're going higher than 2.5 receptions for Mr. Khalil Shakir. The other one, I just got done with Alex. I just called him up on the red phone. I said, "Hey Alex, what's your favorite pick tonight over on Underdog?" He said, "Man, Breece Hall is getting right. Breece Hall is 100% getting right in this game on Monday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills. They love Braylon Allen. They love all these guys. But how do you get right in a game that there's a new coach, there's a new feel? Todd Downing is going to be at the helm calling plays for this game tonight. Are they really going to come out here and ask Aaron Rodgers to throw the ball 45 times? Is that really what we're going to do tonight on Monday Night Football? Or on Monday Night Football, are you going to take that football and on the opposite side, Buffalo Bills, no Ed Oliver, the best defensive lineman, arguably the best player on their entire defense, is inactive tonight. No Ed Oliver. You're going to take that ball and you're going to turn around and you're going to stick it right in the belly of Breece Hall. You're going to stick it right in the belly of Braylon Allen. So we're getting this number tonight with Breece Hall at 57.5 rushing yards. You can take the 57.5 rushing yards. I'll also advocate for the 13.5 rush attempts for Breece Hall. This is the definition of a get-right game for our guy, Breece Hall. Also, on the Jets side of things, the Allen Lazard number is interesting to me. There's a couple of them here. You could always take the touchdown, which Allen Lazard tends to, I guess, just always end up somewhere around Aaron Rodgers when he does get down there around the red zone, around the goal line. He's the big play guy. I know Mike Williams is back right now, but the history in his 76 career games for Allen Lazard, he's got 25 receiving touchdown, and the majority have come from Aaron Rodgers himself. Again, he's got 4 this season, 3 separate games. He's got 4 total touchdowns. He had 2 against the Niners. He had 1 against New England, and he had 1 against the Minnesota Vikings. I love Allen Lazard. I don't love him. I like him. But I do think as far as the red zone goes, you get a little bit of juice on this thing over Underdog right now. It's 2.06 times your cash for Allen Lazard. The receptions number, however, I will go south. I'm going lower than 3.5 receptions for our guy, Allen Lazard, which is going to give us 0.88x. So those are going to be my 3. Actually, I kind of want to take the touchdown rather than the receptions. No. Let's do receptions. We got to go lower. So we're going to go higher than 2.5 receptions for our guy, Khalil Shakir. We're going to go higher than 57.5 rushing yards for Breece Hall, the New York Jets. And we're going to go lower than 3.5 receptions for Allen Lazard. Again, you can't combine these picks. You can't combine Lazard 3.5 receptions with Lazard touchdown, but you can just replace it or make another slip with Allen Lazard to go over that half touchdown in this game for the New York Jets, which I do like. Appreciate you guys tapping in, tuning in to the chat. Stephen Greaves, I see you over here. Yo, he says, with Cook out, who are you starting in full PPR? I didn't know we were going to do start sit on Monday night, but hey, we're here doing Monday night start sit. Braylon Allen, Ray Davis, or Ty Johnson. I have IR spot, and these are available on the wire. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I think that Ray Davis gets the majority of the carries, and Ty Johnson gets the majority of the receiving work. I would lean toward the receiving work in this game. The Jets are a top 10 defense in the NFL right now and very good against the run, very good at just suffocating overall. I think Josh Allen's going to get plenty of work, but I would stay away from this backfield in totality. I don't know what the Frank Gore thing is. I don't assume they're going to use him, but I would go with what I know. And what I know is that Ed Oliver's not playing. What I know is that the Jets love Braylon Allen. And what I do know is also I think they're going to try and get this thing right with the running game. So I'm going to go Braylon Allen here, Steven, and I appreciate you tapping in on this beautiful Monday night. Thank you for tapping in to Roster Watch Nation. Again, remember, if you're here, you tapped in, it's Monday night. We're getting ready for Monday Night Football, doing all the fun things. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com today. Scan that QR code on the right side of the screen. You get a 50% deposit bonus up to $250. The 3 favorite picks tonight, higher than 2.5 receptions for our guy, Khalil Shakir. He's done it in every single game he's played, dating back to last year. The final game, that's 5 straight games. 3 receptions or better. The number's 2.5 receptions tonight at Underdog. Breece Hall, 56.5 rushing yards. This is the ultimate get-right situation for Breece and Braylon and the Jets offense. No Ed Oliver on the opposing side. And then Allen Lazard. Again, Mike Williams, we brought it up. He's getting healthier as the weeks go by. And if you do look at Lazard's game logs the last few weeks, 6, 2, 3, 5, 4. 6, 2, 3, 5, 4. This number tonight is 3.5. I know the targets have been there, but I think overall, I think this thing's going to regress a little bit. So I'm going to go south of 3.5 receptions for Allen Lazard. You can also, like I said, you can also trade that one in for the higher than a half touchdown score, which honestly I like equally as much as this 3.5 reception lower number for Allen Lazard. So you can go either way there. I'm Cody Carpentier. I appreciate you tuning in and tapping on this beautiful Monday night. Enjoy Monday Night Football. Remember to tune back in on Thursday Night Football. We're going to do this thing again, 8 p.m. Thursday night. We're going to be talking all things Thursday Night Football. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's Denver and New Orleans. I think Sean Payton's going back down to NOLA. Maybe we're going to get some Kendre Miller. I wonder if we're going to get a Kendre Miller number on Underdog Fantasy. I don't know. You have to find out. Click that QR code, tap in, tune in, click that like button, click subscribe. Until next time, I'm Cody Carpentier. I appreciate you. I love you. And I'll see you tomorrow night.